I've had to use AI tools a lot for my jobs in recent years. It wasn't really an option for me, although like I started using them when they came out, and used them to be more productive and get ideas for stuff. And I'm talking about my day jobs, like at work, like working at marketing agencies. And so like it being in the news all the time, in the media, on social media, everyone's talking about it, and a lot of it is just like overblown hype, and it's people selling you their AI tools. So it's just been on my mind a lot recently. So I thought I would talk about how it relates to, I guess, my life and what I do as a passion, as a hobby, street photography. The first thing that is always in the back of my mind, like when thinking about these AI tools, is that they've scraped the web, like the entire web, whatever was available before these AI tools, you know, were unleashed. They scraped every like available website like ever, like human text, photos and images and graphics that human beings made. And they create these algorithms where they're basically, it uses what it has learned, the patterns that it has learned, in order to when it comes to text, like guess the next word or predict the next word that should come. Or with images, I'm sure it's like the next pixel or whatever. And so I've created a lot of content myself. And so both texts, and I've put my photos on the internet. And so I know they have used my data, my work, my content to train their models. So these tools, they might, I would imagine they probably are to some extent, putting certain professions out of business. Technology, this has always happened with technology, of course. They've used machines to automate things and replace human labor, like, for a long time. But it's just that in this case, they're taking, people's creative output and then using it it's stealing. Let's call it what it is. They're stealing content basically to train these models. And so that just leaves kind of a bad taste in my mouth, and I know it does for a lot of other photographers and creative individuals in general. So to tie this to street photography, I just basically think, I guess, that these art forms like street photography, I just have much more appreciation for them now that we have this proliferation of just slop, spammy slop content that's everywhere on the internet and social media now. The great thing about street photography is that it's real. It really happened. You have to get out there on the street, stand on your feet, and be out there and create art out of random moments. And that's just something you can't say about these images and text and whatever that AI creates. It might be, may be useful for some things, but it doesn't have the human element in it. So yeah, with street photography, it's very authentic, and it always has been that way. And it's been kind of like distinguished from other different types of photography, where they've got, perfect lighting and like Photoshop, like heavy use of Photoshop and all this stuff. And street photography has, always been that way. It's like it shows real life and it shows life on the streets, and it's, not always perfect. Like life is that way. It's not perfect. Like good and bad things happen, but like there's, beauty out there if you like stop to appreciate it. And just what I see with like this imagery that AI creates is just like it's usually just very generic, like overly done like images. Like it's just looks fake, and you can like spot it. I'm sure it will get better, and that's I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, because it just seems like it could be used for nefarious purposes. But yeah, it's just, again, like it just makes me appreciate the realness of street photography more. So yeah, when it comes to street photography, like a great thing about it is that you're not stealing. You like went out there, got on the street, got outside, in the sun, in the elements, and you like lived real life, and you observed real life and you captured it. And that's, something that AI won't ever be able to do. So yeah, those are just kind of my thoughts on AI at the moment, and like how it relates to photography and the art world. If you're a photographer, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Like, what are your thoughts on AI and photography? Let me know in the comments.